I'm just sat here. I'm just sat here reading chat. A lot has happened in that short time while I was waiting to go live. First, Kara. Kara, if you're still here, thank you very much for the raid. Kara, I would like you to all go and follow Kara. I can't shout out Kara a second time, but Kara is the one responsible for my shout outs now working automatically. So yeah, there they are. Go click Kara's username in chat if you didn't click it when it was auto shouted out, and go drop them a follow because they're wonderful and they were the source of the inspiration that took me to actually figuring out how to do the automatic shout outs and get them to work. So let's read some chat because there has been big dealies. TC, congratulations on the first. We don't count. I'm no longer counting Dolly and Sky. I'm giving the first person to speak a point that isn't Dolly or Sky, and actually that wasn't TC anyway, so we'll just move on from that point. It should have been Phoenix, but never mind. MX Phoenix went to Chimken's local butchers and won the meat raffle. Their prize was a portion of chicken heart. It was inexplicably marinated in fish sauce. I can see that working. Salty chicken, it's nice. Chim, it appears that Jura likes to brush their teeth whilst watching me stream. I don't judge if you're into that sort of thing. DC went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of human forearm muscle. It was inexplicably marinated in diesel fuel. I don't suggest that that's something that you do. Sanguine, welcome to chat. Jura, welcome to chat. Phoenix, I've already mentioned. DollyWhiskers went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of human bicep. Apparently, we saved the cannibalism till the last, 5. It was inexplicably marinated in white wine. You want a white wine? That's me speaking. Skylar went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of pork belly. How did we leave pork belly to the last? And why is it possibly pork belly with Thai curry paste? Sounds delicious. I would eat that. TC is addicted to fuel. Ira, thank you for the contribution to the Totally Not a Pyramid scheme. Ira went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of pork knuckle. Marinated in window cleaner. Seeing a Sky a car. Sky's one tasted good. Sounds like it tasted good. Sanguine. Thank you went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of beef tri-tip. It was inexplicably marinated in motor oil. Jura went to Chimken's local butchers and won their meat raffle. The prize was a portion of pork jowl. It was inexplicably marinated in toothpaste, which seems very on point for Jura the last few streams. For some reason, we got 2 last ones. Because there was one Jura's one. Yeah, I did the last one. Chimken went to Chimken's local butchers and won the meat raffle. The portion was of a pork jowl. It was inexplicably marinated in cream soda. That sounds gross. And congratulations, everybody. RIP the meat raffle. The meat raffle is over, and it correctly self-destructed. It removed itself from the menu on completion. So these things are improving as time goes on. Like, I'm adding in little components, and the self-destruction thing was the thing that I broke last time. So the self-destruction thing works. Now onwards to the next thing. Phoenix. Kara, though, sorry. Nevik. Did I see Nevik's name? I think I saw Nevik's name. Nevik contributed to the for the thing. Nevik did the thing. Thank you, Nevik. And we'll get chicken and frog. Yeah, so I like the idea, right? The thing that replaces the meat raffle. I think it's going to be a frog delivering mail. We've had very me-centric things, so it's time to do one that's frog-centric. Yeah, DollyWhiskers does not want it to be anything related to consuming frogs. I'm not into it. It seems like you're into giving live when I'm about to brush my teeth. My esophagus is gonna be shiny clean. Maybe the next one will have a little bit less promotion of consuming things that would probably kill you. And honestly, those things, we got a lot of repetition. I realized halfway through the meat raffle that the marinades weren't self-deleting. It was only the meats that were. So there was some repetition in the marinades. There was a whole list of marinades that we didn't even see because we kept getting cream soda and motor oil. I think the randomness of maybe it's the keyword in that sentence. Maybe is the keyword in that sentence. I think the difficulty is I sort of relied on the randomness of Mix It Up's randomness, and Mix It Up seemed to subscribe to the same random generator that Spotify does, as in it doesn't seem to be random at all. It just seems to happen with a 10 lines of each other. Maybe we'll get less things that will yeah, maybe. The frog could arrive with a knife. The frog could arrive with a gun. The frog could arrive with a 5-course dinner. Who knows? I'll have a think, because I need to improve it every time. We've done a few now. And yeah, I would like, because we're playing Destiny 2 and I'd love cake, maybe it'll be a loot drop. Maybe the frog will drop some loot like the goblin in Diablo. Oh my god, a loot frog spawned in your presence and dropped an entire orchestra, strangely covered in motor oil. I don't know. We'll find out. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. I posted in the Discord, but I will say out loud for anybody watching that isn't in the Discord, my streaming is basically intermittent until the 17th because I have some friends visiting this weekend, but they aren't arriving till tomorrow afternoon, which means I can stream tonight, potentially a little bit later than usual. It'll depend how I'm feeling, and then I can sleep in tomorrow and then I go pick them up. So we're sneaking in one last minute. We're sneaking in one last minute stream before I have to be sociable, because being sociable. Honestly, we've been trying to do this meetup for literal years because COVID was a thing. If anybody remembers COVID, does anybody remember COVID? So COVID went away, and then we were like, okay, we're going to see each other. It's going to be the first time after COVID. It'll be fabulous. Not that COVID's gone away. Lockdowns ended. You know what I mean? COVID is still here. Vaccinate your everything. If you can get that. We had torrential rain to the point that for the first time I think ever in the UK, trains were out of order. I'd never known them to cancel trains because of rain before. Snow, yes. Rain, no. And there was flooding. We couldn't go then. We had, sadly, and this is all outside of this is nobody's fault. We had, sadly, a death of a family member. Dolly was ill. I think I was ill. I think this is possibly our 5th attempt to meet up. And Lorquin, if you're watching this, my friend Lorquin, who's coming to visit, has recently taken up skateboarding. It's like a thing that they go out and do with their partner or wife. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm so happy for them. They're doing it to get fit. I am not coordinated enough to skateboard, and more the power to them. They're an extremely talented man, and I wish them the best of luck in all of their future endeavors. But they fell off their skateboard yesterday and have spent the entire day in the emergency room. Like, they thought they had shattered their wrist, and as it turns out, they've just chucked on a wrist brace, and they have to go back for checkups. But I was just sort of like, this is it. This is it. This is lucky number 5. We've tried to organize this meetup 5 times now, and somebody the night before that they're traveling down has shattered their wrist. Skateboarding, no less. We're all old men. We're all very old men. But we're going to play some board games. There's a board game about dragons. I'm not into this, but the 2 friends that are visiting are massively into Magic the Gathering. So they're gonna play Magic the Gathering, and me and DollyWhiskers are gonna sit back and like bask in their shared enjoyment of a thing, because they like talking about Magic the Gathering. I really get off is the wrong word. It's so nice to hear them talk about Magic the Gathering. I have tried Magic the Gathering. Couldn't get it myself, but listening to them talk about something that they're clearly knowledgeable about and love, it's real nice. So we're just gonna chill out and yeah, board games. It'll be super fun. There's also an Alien board game, which is like, it's like a team effort thing. You're on the Nostromo, and you have to go around finding loads of stuff to be able to escape the alien, but it's like teamwork. We're going to play that too. I'm really hyped. I have to be sociable, which is odd because we've not really been sociable in about half a decade. But yeah, that's it. That's my life. So yeah, intermittent streams until the 17th is what I'm trying to say. Did I say friends and enemies? I don't think I did. I sort of spun off into a happy rant. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls, we're back with Destiny 2, the final shape. We're going to grind away at some more. Of the story. I've sort of been, I said I wouldn't, but I've sort of been inadvertently keeping the story for streams. That's not a problem because I've got plenty of PvP stuff to be doing whilst like offline, but I found myself really enjoying streaming the story for you guys. So there's going to be some stress. I am inevitably going to complain at the quality of the group finder. We're going to be shooting some guns and just hanging out. These streams are this is probably as casual I get with streaming as I have ever been. So if you're in chat, you want to hang out, you want to discuss anything, I'll open the floor to discussion. If you have any questions for me regarding any subject, I would love to hear them. But also at the same time, everybody knows what I'm about to say. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small, because we want to tell you that we're proud of you. All of my community are highly trained professionals when it comes to this at this point. I say it basically every stream. If you've done anything, there are people out there in the world that don't have somebody to say that they're proud of them, and I am volunteering the services of my entire community to do that. I set the challenge last stream that you should all go out and tell somebody that you're proud of them, and I'm going to say that again today as well. Go out, tell somebody that you're proud of them, and at the same time, if you've got something that you think you want to talk about that you're proud of and you want other people to tell you that they're proud of them, chuck it in chat. Unacceptable. I'm turning the tables. You can't turn the tables. The tables are super glued down. They are made out of stainless steel. Chat is proud of you, Chimp. No, I disagree. Chat can't be proud of me. Not allowed. It's banned. Somebody time out that mod. I'm gonna disclaimer, you can't use it for me. You can't time even if you do time yourself out with that, you can't time yourself out because we've tested this. They built that so mods can't time themselves out. There's a thing in Mix It Up that if Sky was to do that, it would remove their mod status as well. Chimken compliments himself. What do I say about myself? I'm thinking, Phoenix. I'm trying to. If you do it officially, I have to do it. But if you just tell me to do it, I won't. Do you ever have one of those weeks, considering I've had a rough brain week with regards to some other stuff, do you ever have one of those weeks, for the people that are employed in chat right now, do you ever have one of those weeks where you're just like, yeah, I'm actually really good at my job? And I don't, like, literally my annual review in December, I turned to my boss and said, I'm really fucking good at my job. And I used that exact word, those exact words, and they literally said, that is literally the first time you've ever said that. And it was, I was sort of taken aback by myself that I actually was honest with this person and said, yeah, I'm really fucking good at my job and trying really hard. I'm nailing a good percentage of my targets. I am absolutely sort of, and I will just say a certain amount of that is the, I don't want to say, Twitch streaming has changed a lot. I was knowledgeable about my job before, but I lacked the ability to, I'm not going to say speak about it because I think I could speak about it, but I think I'd speak about it a lot more emotively now. If I have a point that I'm sort of trying to raise, I think I speak about stuff a lot more emotively than I did before, and people tend to listen when it's emotive. People don't tend to listen when it's just like paragraphs of text with no emotion at all. And I feel like since Twitch streaming, my ability to do my job has increased tenfold because I'm sort of sat there going, well, yeah, this and then that, and it's great and it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm sort of structuring things a lot better. So I'm good at my job, Phoenix. I fucking hate to say it like that. On that subject, I will also open the floor because we're going to be looking for some discussions. If you have any questions about shit that I do on Twitch, I know everybody is. I want you to know, because I've fallen down. I'm going to put the big cam up. We're talking. TLB, thank you for the hydrate. I don't claim to be well, I'm not, because you can look at my follow account. I don't claim to be a massive Twitch streamer. I don't claim to be a well-informed Twitch streamer. I do work in marketing, and all of the stuff that I do with regards to my own Twitch streams, I sort of pass through my industry knowledge that I've gained at work. Some of it has worked very well, some of it poorly. It's stuff like, I get how important the other social medias are for this thing that we're doing on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. All of those are independent little jobs that you have to do. You can't just be a Twitch streamer on those platforms. You also have to manage them how those platforms need to be managed. And I'm not here to do that. I'm here to produce content and stream to you guys. Ollie's just burst through the door like the Kool-Aid man with the cat. If you have any questions ever about the things that I'm doing on Twitch and why I do them the way that I do, or how I do them the way that I do, I would just like to say to you again that you are more than welcome to ask, because I've been on Twitter too much in the last week or so. There's a cat. I've been on Twitter too much in the last week or so, and the amount of gumph that I see flying around in terms of people with a reasonable following saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't do this, and I'm sort of sat there going, yeah, don't do that. Like, don't listen to this person. That's absolutely insane. Integrated knowledge is a wonderful thing, and being able to have two things that are parallel that you can use to better yourself and growth is a wonderful thing. I look at Twitter and some of the claims from people with like a reasonable following, and they're saying stuff like, it's really fucked me off. It's really pissed me off. It's we had somebody, Matterboy, came into chat the other day and was like, I've just been banned from somebody's chat because they didn't want me to use other people's emotes. And the cat's gone. I can't even count that as a counter. Give him the treat. He's already left. He's gone. He's gone. I won't press the counter for that. That whole emote thing has really fucked me off. I saw another thing today. I have sort of tried to put it out. I've talked about this before. I've put it out there. Getting anybody to do anything when it comes to marketing is basically impossible. If I was to put a link in chat right now and say, click that link, chat, reasonably only a percentage of the viewers are going to see that. You could refer to it as like a click-through rate. If I was to put, if there were 10 of you in here right now, and I posted a link, reasonably based off the discussion that we're having, I would expect. But using other people's emotes is doing promotion for other people. That's a lot. Lalo, that's just don't even touch it. Well, this is what I'm getting at. If these people that are upset about the emotes think that people are going to click those emotes, find the streamers where those emotes are from and click them and not watch that original person, there is at least 5 steps there that person would have to do to get to that situation. They would have to... Lalo, we're not saying... We're against this, Lalo. Shush. So what are we saying? This is the impossibility of getting anybody to do anything when it comes to marketing. The person would have to look at chat. They would have to go, ooh, I like that emote. I wonder where that... No, they would have to go, ooh, I like that emote. They would have to wonder where that emote's from. They would have to go, actually, I have the knowledge to know that if I click that emote, I can find out where it's come from. And then they would have to go to that person's profile. And there's not even a guarantee that that person is live at the time. Did I forget to add sarcasm? Sarcasm doesn't come across in text, but I do appreciate the fact that you have an emote for sarcasm. That's a really good point. There's like 5 things somebody would have to do to be affected by an emote in the way that a lot of these people are claiming to be. It's just not going to happen. Nobody's going to do that. And if there is like 1% of people that do that, it's probably not even 1%. It's probably like 0.001. If there is 0.001% of people that do that, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? But at the same time, I saw somebody today complaining about the fact that you shouldn't allow self-promotion in Discords, and I agree to a certain degree. Like, I don't want people in our Discord going through our Discord and going, oh, go join this Discord. There's a rule against that. You're not allowed to promote other Discords without permission in our Discord, because what we want to do is get people into that community. But from our perspective, we want to keep them there. We're like, by all means, go out and find other methods of getting to other Discords, but we're not going to give you that ability from within our own Discord without knowing where you're going. because I don't want the child to go into our Discord and post a link to their Discord that promotes, God, what would TC promote that we'd be against? Are we a poly Discord community? What's a poly Discord community? What's the channel the Minecraft? It's, you know, polyamory just with Discord. Like, by all means, go and be in other Discords, but I'm not going to necessarily allow you to promote those Discords in our Discord. That's just like that's just sort of a box that we got to. But what I do want you to do, and this is sort of like the big circular sort of position that we're getting to, right? What I do want you to do is have the ability to promote your content in my Discord. Right, I want you to have the always be plugging section in our Discord. So if you're going live or if you're producing content, you can chuck it in there. But this is where the realism thing comes in, and this is where I think a lot of people are getting it wrong. They're now going on Twitter about how you shouldn't have one of those always be plugging channels because that is other people promoting in your space. But realistically, is anybody like I do it as sort of a hand-holding thing for certain community members. All of the members of the SMP, certain people that I'm watching at a given time, certain people that I mod for. Reasonably, I don't... It's like a hand-holding thing. It's nice. It's like this. It's like a community. You're doing something together. But I don't expect 100% of the Discord to ever click those links. It's probably not even 5%. And... it just people upset me. It's under unlocked. You got it from being on a partner stream during a certain event. Oh, is this? Do you have a Minecraft emote that unlocked during one of the anniversaries? Biddy has a Cyberpunk 2077 emote that works in the same way. Yeah, SSS, is that it? Yes, it's from the 50. Do I have it? How do I know if I have it? I bet I don't have it. What field that oh my god, I've got so many fucking, just type :SSS. Oh wait, no, I do have it. SSS explode. You see, look up, you can make out the joke flying over. I got it. But yeah, that is my rant for the day. Basically, police your shit, but please be realistic in terms of your expectation of what certain things within your shit is going to do. Because if you think people are all going to trickle away from you because you allow them a little bit of self-promotion in your Discord community, I can sort of get it. But I disagree. And I have no clue where I got that pickaxe from. Definitely also from the event, but I don't know how. Yeah, I don't have... I'm now looking at OBS emotes. Or Twitch emotes. Unlocked. Yes, I literally have that one... I have that one Minecraft emote for some reason. Good times. Anyway. Who's ready for some... Destiny? If you have, like I said, if you have any questions about it, I don't claim to be knowledgeable or like even correct in a lot of this shit, and I do rant about my own sort of personal position sometimes, but if you have any questions about the stuff that I do in any situation and why or why not you should be doing something similar or different, I would honestly love the discussion, is all I'm saying. So if there are any content creators in this chat right now, reach out to me in DMs, reach out to me in Twitch chat, we'll discuss stuff, because I want to learn, you want to learn, let's make lots of money. Pop. Let's fire a gun. We're going to start in the way that I think everybody loves. You're going to watch me get my ass kicked in PvP. Let's start. This is the warm-up, right? This water is nearly caffeinated enough. Guy, what was the joke you said to TC? Because I've missed it. Or are you were you saying I'm gullible? I'm kind of confused. I found out another UK stream I follow has. And here I thought the ranting warmed you up already. Myalgic encephalomyelitis? Or were you referring to that? Nah, just the ranting is just me talking. Lalo, it's been a busy couple of weeks. Lalo asked me where I got an emote while using the emote. Nevik, a lot of people have ME. It's like support your local ME sufferers, because honestly, you never really, until they confirm it directly, you can never really tell. But they deserve your support as much as the next person. That's where it falls to fair. It's midnight. It's actually 9:30 TC. You can't even read the UK time. Oh my god, time zones exist? TC, you going to bed soon? What's everybody's plans for tomorrow? I've got the day off. Very exciting. Excuse you, it's 4:28. Boo, you selfish beast. I just asked myself just out loud. Do I need a sarcasm emote? That's a really good idea. It's high noon somewhere in the world. True.
Control.
3 p.m. actually. I mean, you're all just doxing yourself. Somebody with more time on their hands could just look up all of these time zones you're claiming. Also, Evil Seedlet. Evil Seedlet. Oh my god, can one of the mods shout out Evil Seedlet? They streamed yesterday. I really enjoyed that Seedlet, just saying.
Take those zones. They are your life.
Thank you. They played Portal and it was a good time.
Enemy
and they should do that more often.
C. You captured Zone A.
And if you would like to put me in touch with your husband, Seedlit, I will direct them how to get you to stream more often. Because you're good at it and you should do things that you're good at.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
I'll gang up on you with your husband, and you'll be like, Seedlit, you're really good at this. Do this freaking thing. As long as you want to. If you don't want to, I wouldn't make you do something you didn't want to. But like, I'm pretty sure you wanna. So, yeah, you get the idea.
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Fuck.
Zone C captured.
I want to sometimes. Sometimes is good though. It comes back to the realism thing.
Zone
if you only want to stream like once a month on a day for 2 hours, it is enough. If that you just have expectations of what that's going to do for you. Are you going to show exponential growth? Potentially not, because you're not going to be having as much exposure on a regular basis. Could you find an audience? Yes, you could. You stream once every 6 months. It's still practical. He just said I buy her games to stream and she still doesn't really, so I don't know. I mean, do you want me to... I'll start filing through marketing ideas like Evil Seedlit. Can we think of any names for awesome streams for Evil Seedlit that would make, like, to inspire? Evil Seedlit runs a farm. Evil Seedlit goes to live with a farm family. I literally, this is terrible.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
I need a piece of paper and a vast quantity of time to think of that many puns. Do not snipe me, you frickin' sniper man.
Zone C lost. Enemy has
well,
zone advantage.
I don't expect to ever get big. I just want to goof off in front of friends and cool people, to be honest. That's the thing, right? You've got to do it, but you got to do it to be fun. Like, I'm not doing this shit to... I have no expectations that I'll ever be doing this as a full-time job. The ones coming to mind are lewd, sadly. I mean, lewd is welcome here. Not too lewd. Let's not cross any personal boundaries. Subtly lewd, we're all for. But yeah, I don't think anybody of the streamers that I've met outside of Voided Main, who is a bit different because they have like sideline marketing type job, I don't think anybody I've met have been out here trying to make this a full-time career, which I think is a really good way to approach it. I need to I just get my ass handed to me. I need to remind myself more often that I started this because it was fun and I was supporting DollyWhiskers, and actually
Zone C captured. You have
gets me a lot less stressed about it. It's why I'm able to play Destiny 2 without worrying anymore. Because I was so worried to play this game. So worried. Ah, I punched him. Dilemma, thank you for the luck. Hope you're having a good day.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Where that man teleported. But in a non-offensive way, hopefully. I want to make a full-time career out of being sassy in Twitch chats, but in a non-offensive way, hopefully. I mean, can you earn money doing that? Because if you can earn money, do that. Shoot for the stars, Lalo. Shoot for the stars.
Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
I killed him like 5 seconds after I died. Professional Twitch chatter, the dream, to be honest.
Zone
Evil
B
Seedlit wants to make a
captured.
profession
You
out of being in
have
here
advantage.
bothering me all the time. Not that you're bothering me, Seedlit, but you get the idea. I've taken a certain amount of enjoyment out of writing really... You know these...
Only 5 minutes left.
I want to earn money making ChatGPT dumber so it dies. It's not gonna die. The genie is out of the bottle. Yeah, I hit him with that. And I died. But yeah, the pitch for the investors might get tricky, but I have a good portfolio and speaking for me. I would never call myself sassy. I'm not sure how I'd refer to myself in that way.
Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage.
I don't think anybody's out here believing that I'm a sassy bitch.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I successfully grenaded them, but it did nothing. Maybe it's my non-native background that allows me to use sassy and get away with it. Maybe. You are. The difference is, Lalo, I know you're nice. Like, respectfully. You can be as much of a sassy
Zone
bitch
A
as you
lost.
like, but I
Enemy
know
has
you're...
zone advantage.
From my experience, you're a very kind and straightforward individual. I know you got them feelings.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
You just got straightforward, not straight. Not the same thing. I feel like it's easy to swear like a sailor in a second language rather than your mother tongue. It's different, isn't it? Because you're raised to believe that the words that you're saying in your mother tongue are like it's almost like blasphemous. You're like saying a swear word and it's like ooh. But if it's not like culturally like relevant to you, it's a lot less impactful.
You captured Zone C. You have advantage.
Are they shooting at our own team members? I think they were. I don't know. I'd be scared to accidentally say
Zone
something
B
super
lost.
offensive or something.
They have advantage.
Like what, in terms of swearing? I feel like how far of a... I feel like the line is pretty broad when it comes to just the standard lexicon of swear words. Like I think we all agreed with it very early on in the community. I was trying to determine I was trying to determine whether or not I could be considered a wholesome streamer if I swore like a sailor. And I think we concluded at the time.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
I think we concluded at the time that wholesome is a mood and swearing is a rating. You can be wholesome as heck, but swear like a sailor. And I feel, I'm not sure.
That's why we have fire.
Outside of being openly racist or aggressive towards a certain demographic, I'm not sure what swear words could upset somebody so much that they would take it super offensively.
Zone A lost. It's a power
I'm not
play.
saying test these swear words in chat, but I'm not saying that. Oh, we lost. What a surprise, and somebody's shooting me in the ass. Maybe it's just the anxiety. What would it be like if Rhabarber contained a lot of awful swearing and that's why it's spreading so much? Guardian. I like the beat of that song. A lot of people don't like cunt. That is true. I think it's a very, like, that's a very anti... I feel like Britain, like, a lot of British people don't like that swear word. Rhabarber, like, I have learned some stuff. Don't get me wrong. There is a certain neurology, like, I don't like Kant. I never read him. A lot of people also like cunt. So the Barbarous Rhabarber thing, I like the beat, and in a neurodivergent way, it pleases a certain aspect of my brain. But I did find out from another streamer that, like, if you translate that and that guy, Lala, you can confirm or deny this. Does that man who sings Barbara's Rhabarber have like a really sordid past, and not in a good way? Like, it's all a bit like it's not great. I'm not sure on the specifics. Unless you're Scottish or Australian, then you use it every other word. During Pride Month. Bodo Wartuck is an old comedian. Which one is he? Is he the tall one or the small one? Bodo Wartuck. Oh yeah, he's the tall one in the suit. And then there's the... Yeah, I think people need to do their own individual research into him and whether or not you're happy with the actual content of his lyrics, because I think some of his stuff is quite problematic. Also, that's immediately fallen off. When was the last time you heard that? It did that internet thing where it was super popular for about 5 minutes and then just went away. I currently like put a little dirt on your pillow for the dirt man, in case he comes to town. And apparently that isn't trending. Apparently that's a TikTok thing. I've heard that song in a couple of places and assumed it's really big. It apparently really isn't. It just pleases all neurodivergent people. To the point that there are now people reacting with that song going, I thought this was really popular until I realized it's just like 10 people circulating the same video and it just really pleases me. That was good. I enjoyed that little PvP session. Yeah, let's do story. In terms of where we were with the story last time, I did a little bit of some research before we started, and I don't remember. It's complicated. We got stuck in another room again, and then we complained at the groom finder. I have a really concerning feeling that over here will be the final boss, and we have to get all the way over here, and we're slowly working our way along. Yeah, I would love to be able to tell you exactly what was... I would love to be able to tell you with exactly what's going on in the story right now, but I can't. So we'll just hop in and see how it goes. Does Scottish people say the see you next Tuesday word a lot? Is that a thing? If that's the case. Okay. Let's see if we... Is it brute force? Oh, it's a strike! Is this the mission? Parrot Queen Lucy.
Flap,
oh, I don't.
flap.
I keep.
Harry Queen Lucy just raided with 19 viewers.
Hi Raiders, my name is Chim, otherwise known as Chimken. I'm a variety streamer, and currently we are in knee deep in Destiny 2's last DLC, The Final Shape. We are doing story, so if you want to avoid spoilers, I invite you to raid and run. But otherwise, Lucy, how is Dead by Daylight? And what I was about to say was, I was about to start typing the shout-out thing, and as it turns out, I don't have to type that anymore because I figured out how to get it to do it automatically, and I've not stopped typing it. But yeah, Raiders, hi. How's it going? Hope your day's been good. Get yourself a glass of water. Water. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Water. Get yourself a snack. Hug a loved one. Sniff a beloved family animal. Be good. Dilemma, thank you for the contribution. What's the percentage of that on now? 70%, 13 days to go. You can do that. I think we're about, that's about on, we're keeping in line with where we were previously. It might be slightly harder because of the few days that I'm taking off. Yeah, but, no, okay, no, we'll do a strike. How is this gonna go? Do we think this is gonna go well? So a strike is like a dungeon. It'll be like we've done instanced missions. A dungeon is slightly larger, more specifically targeted. So there'll be a boss at the end. It'll have loot drops. I think your standard WoW experience. Should I be concerned that there was only one other person? No, we got two. Good.
Guardian. Cade and Crow scouted a number of potential paths to get us closer to the witness. They sighted a tormentor guarding this pass. Take it out, and the way should be clear. Show no restraint. I want our enemy to know exactly what you're capable of.
That did absolutely nothing because we traveled about 10 feet.
Lucent hive? This must be the brood Luzaku left. Trapped in the Pale Heart with no way back.
Enjoying
I started Autopsy Simulator, which I am hooked on. The story dragged me in that DBT with Constantine. I looked at Autopsy Simulator. Would you recommend it for me? Because some of the reviews made it look quite iffy. And I wasn't sure whether or not it would be something I got on with. I think a lot of people were disappointed considering they've called it a simulator. It's quite inaccurate in some ways. I'd be curious to know. Also, with no spoilers, did you enjoy Alan Wake 2's DLC? I don't want spoilers. Don't spoil it.
Taken Wizard up ahead.
Surgeon Simulator is not accurate.
Attacking us, but I think it's the source of that sludge blocking our way.
A guard left by the witness. We're on the right track.
It worked. The Wizard's down and the way is clear.
Good work.
Glad these guys
If
know what
those
they're doing, because
Ahamkara
holy
prove
shit.
to be helpful, you should look for opportunities to use them.
The doctor
It's
told
not
me
like
it is,
you to
though.
encourage recklessness, Zavala.
I'm not sure if
It's
that's...
not like you, Ikora, to lecture on recklessness.
There were
I think
other
it's
routes
good,
we
really
could have
good. I'm
taken,
enjoying it. I don't know
but
how
you chose
accurate
the
it
most
is
dangerous.
because it's sort of standard
Why?
horror. There isn't
Isn't
any.
this the sort of risk you've always demanded I
Okay.
take?
Maybe I'll check it out. I sort of wrote it off, but if you give it the seal of approval, Lucy, I trust you. Also, I figured it would be a good one because I played Mortuary Assistant when I started streaming, and doing like an up-to-date sort of surgery horror-esque game would be quite cool. Who wants to see me poop myself live on stream? But not in a weird way. Mortuary Assistant, I enjoyed, but Mortuary Assistant Seedlit was one of the first games I ever streamed. We watched a YouTuber called Daz Black play it, and I was really sort of then driven to play it as my first stream game. They've added so much content to that game since as well. That would probably be another game I should go back and do, because it has improved. I played one round of it and it ruined my life. It's a very good game, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Oh, he's big. He's big and he's angry.
We should have taken a different path.
We should have.
One that's more direct, with fewer enemies. I know that you're angry, that you've lost faith in the Traveler. But don't let it cloud your judgment.
Don't fall
This
down
isn't
the
about
hole.
the Traveler. It's about hitting back hard.
Oh my god, why am I shit? Oh. I immediately got to this bit and... Why is it so hard to land on a hand?
Ikora, should we be worried about the pulsing Ahamkara guts in the walls?
You should always be worried when there are guts in the walls.
Tormentor, ahead!
You already know what to do.
There we go. Where are my friends? I'm assuming they're off doing some sort of... Why are they in the walls? I get the feeling they know what they're doing and I don't. Because why are they in the walls? It's really weird. We're just going to continue to shoot the small fries and maybe the walls will be cleared up somehow. How did they get to the walls? Did they straight up leave? Like, have they gone? Am I here by myself? I think they might have left. Walls are overrated. You say that as multiple wolves spawn. Guess we're on our own. What the hell's gonna... I hear another gun. They're here. I don't know where they went, but they're definitely here. Maybe they died? Oh no. I have no idea how to fix that. You're infinitely... yeah. Okay, he sealed himself in. Did he get it? I guess so.
It's on the run, but we've wounded it. It won't get far.
We've wounded it, chat, you and me.
Guardian, between you and me, I like Zavala's moxie, but this ain't him. Ikora's right to be worried. I got a bad feeling too.
It's one of those occasions, if I had been a good player, air quotes, I probably would have looked up the tactics on how to do the dungeon before I queued. But I didn't, so never mind.
Enemy signature incoming. It's gone. For now, at least.
They can't hand you at your worst, they don't deserve you at your best, to be honest. Valid. Breach.
This doesn't look like any place I've ever seen. Taken signatures. They're everywhere.
Looks like a room. Is that lava rising? No, that's fine. Fucking, why is it always bat people? A room? No fucking way. Put bullets in the room, and then you have a party. Ad coming out. Has that really been an hour already? I can't pause the action when the ad comes up, chat, so if you are unsubscribed, you might be about to miss some actual content. Usually I would take a break, but when you're doing a Destiny 2 mission of any kind, on the hour, it makes pausing for breaks hard.
Ikora, Zavala, there's a whole town down here. The architecture looks pyramidal, but it's different. Older.
Pyramidal? Is pyramidal a word?
Something from the witness's past. Buried and abandoned in this mountain. Find out what it's hiding.
But be careful. We still don't know enough about its origins.
I refuse to believe pyramidal is a word.
Give yourself to darkness.
No.
Only
Pyramidi.
there will you find the answers you seek.
I don't believe you. Pyramidoid.
Did you hear that? It spoke to us. It wants to help. Just as I told you before.
I don't think
Or
it was.
could be a trap.
I don't think that's.
Listen to yourself, Zavala.
I don't think that's
I've
him
known
wanting
you for
to help.
hundreds of years, but right now, I don't even recognize you.
You just don't like it when people change.
I don't like change that can cost lives.
Right,
That
kids.
isn't your decision to make. When we faced Savathun, you took unimaginable risks.
That's enough. Focus on the mission. Get your eyes off each other's throats and put them back on that tormentor.
I will turn this spaceship around. Okay. Following Mr. Zombie. If you continue like that, we won't have McDonald's after this mission. DC, do you remember that time I got trapped on a mission on Uranus and was pinned under a robot for X amount of time? I can't remember the quote, TC, but do you remember that time? I was in a firefight, and was it a firefight on Uranus? Personally, I think you should leave my anus out of this. Venus! I know it had an S in it. Do you just have do you have a document where you copy and paste this text?
There's the tormentor.
Rend it apart.
That was half its health. Maybe don't stand in lava. Bedtime, see you later. Thanks, DC. Enjoy your veg. I died.
Like the hive finally happened to us.
Here come the loosened hive! Is that it? Is he down? Stop that. Oh, yeah. He's down. I can breathe again now. Oh.
We did it. The way is clear.
Da, 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 da.
Give yourself to darkness. Only there will you find the answers you seek. This is the first concrete, actionable lead we've had since we arrived.
What about Cade's vision? We should follow the path the Traveler has laid for us.
How are we supposed to do that, when all it gives us is more riddles? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but the Traveler wants you alive.
No! You do! That's what you want, Ikora. You once told me that to do nothing is cowardice. And now, you'd rather lose everything than to risk
that
making
Keith
the
David?
wrong move. But you aren't even thinking about that. You're just afraid to lose me like we lost Cade.
I'm trying to
Commander, you're out of line! Stay out of
let me
this.
Google it.
You weren't there. You don't know what happened when you died on us.
You're right. I can't lose you, Zavala.
Someday you will. And you'll have to learn to live with that.
Yes, it is Keith David. He replaced Lance Reddick after Lance Reddick died at the partway through the last expansion. Very sad. But yeah, it is Keith David. He's doing a really good, believable job. I was expecting a lot more pushback from the community because people can be dicks sometimes, but actually everybody's been very accommodating of him having taken over such a key role.
Excellent work.
Answers are finally within our reach. Give yourself to darkness.
Zavala, this is reckless. And that's coming from me. You're not just going to let him do this, are
No
you?
one lets me do anything. I am Vanguard Commander, and you will follow my orders.
Zavala's going
We're
nuts.
your friends. We can find another way. The Traveler...
The Traveler can't help us. It could never help us. I gave it everything I had,
What is he looking at?
and it keeps taking.
You have us.
Now hug.
You have Cade back. Your fire team.
That's not enough.
Well. Confer with Ghost.
Bad news. The commander's left camp alone without his ghost. Tarj needs our help tracking him down. Zavala believes he'll find the witness's weakness by giving himself to darkness. We knew what the risks were when we came here. That we might not all make it back out. Zavala better than anyone. I know he's trying to protect us by going alone. It's why he left Tarj behind. He pretends he's dismissed Cade's vision, but we've both seen what's behind his eyes. Zavala is ready to embrace his final death, just for a chance to destroy the witness. He needs us.
He does. Gun called No Hesitation. Okay, mission this time. A mission. Descent. Mission is important because we should be able to team up with other people. 44. Oh, it is an improvement. 42, 41. Okay. Not direct descent. Create. We're creating this time because creation has gone so much better. Legendary descent. Confirm. Title. Emojis. So many emojis. Go with the heart emojis. Apply title. That's literally all I'm putting in there. Tags. Auto join. Great listing. Good news, everybody. I'm a member of my own team. Can't believe I've been going an hour already. Exempt. How's it hanging? We're shooting guns in space with wizards. Apparently Keith David is here, who I didn't know by name, but I knew his face. On auto drive, please. Please, somebody click my name. To the left, why are you asking? I mean, it's polite, right? Somebody comes into chat, you ask the position of their testicles. Or breasticles. Or, you know, whatever they are hanging. Not sure I like the way that this sentence is going. You never do that? Yeah, see, it's probably a cultural difference. In my country... No. In my country, we drink tea. We live in the same country. Prove it. No. Oh my god, you're from Britain. You like tea and crumpets? I like tea and crumpets. I haven't had a good crumpet in a while. Oh my god, I'm talking about food again. Why does it always come back to food? I've eaten twice this evening. Not officially twice. I can just about read your address. Come over for a cup of tea. Food good. Food is good. Waiting on a third. Evil Seedlet, do you like tea? Come on, Marshall Panda. Accept. You do. What kind of tea do you like, Evil Seedlet? Accept. You need to click sign up, please. This button needs to be green. The Scallywag Pandas. Lots of kinds. I like variety. Fair enough. What would you say your favorite tea is? Because I'm a basic bitch. I like Builder's tea with milk and sugar, so... All the Guardians ready, all the Guardians ready. Summoning Fire Team. And then we wait for them to turn up. Yorkshire tea for the win. Yorkshire tea is top tier tea. Yorkshire tea has been good since I was a kid even. Like, I could remember the years that you used to see Tetleys and PG Tips advertised everywhere, and you don't see any of that now. It's all Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea took the world by storm. If I could only have one kind ever again, I'd probably pick rhubarb, but I would miss black tea with honey and milk. I don't know what any of those words mean, so yes. What is rhubarb? Is that like a bush? A tea bush? Somebody on my team is flying a cube of Toblerone. I'm here for it. You're a tea bush. How rude. How bloody dare you, Sky? It is actually laughing my ass off. A red tea from Africa comes on like an evergreen bush. Fair enough.
There's a storm gathering.
I was joking, but here we are.
In the air. The closer we get to the monolith, the more powerful the witness's influence becomes.
It's interfering with my ability to track the commander. He won't respond when I hail him. The look in his eyes when he turned away from me. I don't know what he plans to do, but he won't let anything stop him.
Copy that. We'll need to move fast.
Cade?
Saw you stand up to the commander back there, kid. That took guts. Let's go.
Ikora's not coming?
No. Just you and me.
You can't blame her.
Taj, what did Zavala say when he left?
I'm going for a walk. Look after them.
Guardian, you join up with Tarj, Cade and I will bring up the rear. Take down anything that's standing between Zavala and his ghost.
Rhubarb is nice, but it's naturally not bitter even if you brew it really strong. I don't like bitter things. Like, as a comparison, if I even smell dark chocolate, I can't be in the same room as dark chocolate. Too bitter, can't smell it. Horrible. You eat dark chocolate, no judgment, but holy butts, that stuff makes me want to vomit. It's meant to be the good. It's inevitably, it's the one that's supposedly good for you as well, or like much better for you.
The statue that implored Zavala to give himself to darkness. There are more of them, all over this place.
You think you can get them to talk?
They'll speak up if they have something to say. That's what I do. Come on, let's establish a rapport.
No, we need to talk to the statue first, people.
Look me in the eye and speak truth. Where is he? We know he came this way.
Your commander seeks our witness.
Hi, Sangren.
But without you, he will become one amongst many.
What the hell does that mean? Did you do something to him?
Those who have not yet been called from the collective will guide him. We who have been bound will lead you. You must break through.
So is that an offer to help? Hello? Pointing to our doom. Let's go.
How's it going, Sangren? I love dark chocolate, but I don't like bitter tea or coffee. I hate dark chocolate so much. Just stopping by to say hi before I go to set. I appreciate you popping in. Have you had a good day? I hope you've had a good day. You're firing up my ass for.
That storm.
It's building, growing stronger. Good. If the witness doesn't want us to come this way, it means we're on the right track.
We're on the right track. Guardian down. Oh my god, with the frickin' bots. I can't, if any of the mods are awake, could you delete that? Nobody click that link. I swear to god it's because I've got pride in my
It
titles.
sounds like those statues are prisoners of the witness, just as Zavala believed.
I swear it,
I hope he feels vindicated.
I swear to god I've had a surge of bot activity in my chat since I start adding X mark. Since pride has been a thing.
Threat or a warning?
We'll need to find another.
Every stream right now, it's every stream.
Our next contact is in here.
Celebrate Robot Pride 2. Cyborgs is people. Not if they're trying to sell me freaking graphic design and want to sell me followers. If you're a person that's ever bought followers, fuck you. Spoiling it for the rest of us. Bastards. Did we get him? We got him. This is a very enclosed space for a spawn like that. Give the lurk, Sanguine. Heal, please. I just tried to use the finisher move on that thing and it did nothing.
You want to help us find Zavala? Fine. But it's your fault we're in this mess. Why did you reach out to him in the first place?
Our voices are many, but our voices are weak.
Stop.
It's too bright here. Give yourself to darkness.
Like
in
stuff.
darkness, our voices will be heard.
Do you think we can trust them?
Any sign of the commander?
Ikora, you came.
Of course I came. It's my fire team.
I came, I saw, I kicked some ass.
No sign of Zavala yet.
But he was right about the statues. They're trying to help us.
He dead. That it? You coming this way, everybody? Our teammate has just stood still. I don't know why. He'll probably teleport if we get far enough away. That was a mistake. I am alive. Oh, I am running the wrong way, but I am alive. Oh my god, stand still. There we go. Ugh.
I've had enough of this. Commander, come in. Commander, answer your comms now. This is the last time I let him walk away from me.
All right.
The last statue said they can only speak to us in darkness. That makes me think they still have some connection to the witness.
Something that's made up of 1 billion individuals is bound to have a few dissenting voices.
We are the shame our witness could not bear to reckon with. So the first knife cut us out. Exile until we are deemed worthy. Imprisoned until we can be reintegrated into the final shape.
What does that even mean? Coming out of the goddamn... Oh, that's a biggie. That's a big one. I've immediately pulled something very far away. Please die. There it goes. There we got both our ults up, which I'm going to keep. Add pasta salad. What kind of pasta salad? Dolly made paella tonight, or paella, however you pronounce it. It was delicious. One of the best flavors in the world, and I will die on this hill. Chorizo. I need to change something in my thing real quick. I can't change it while in a mission. If you are a chorizo fan, let me know. Gold Garden has a lot of veggies. Nope, not here for it. Needs meat. Put some meat in that pasta.
Can you just tell us how to defeat it?
We are bound. There is no other way. Give yourself to darkness. Give yourself to darkness and fear. Your commander needs the light. You will set us free. You will set us all free.
I don't think this is going to end very well. There's giant faces in the wall again.
Its own like this.
The witness seeks to control what it can't change, and to change what it can't control.
And
that's the purpose of the final shape.
Dude's died in a place that
it's afraid.
We can't go back for him. He died in a place we couldn't fetch him. There it is. Okay. How far back do we reset for that? Oh, that's fine. Just this one? Yeah, this was literally 5 seconds ago. That's fine. I was expecting it to be worse. Where's the float? There it is.
If you could just tell us how to free you.
We're not strong enough to aid you. Your journey is close to an end. But we are not strong enough. We're not strong enough.
I don't think any of us are strong enough to do this alone.
Unfortunately, Zavala forgot that when he left without me.
Wizards eliminated.
But that's why I'm here. To remind him.
Gotta kill wizards. Got those things. There's the wizard. I can't die like that too often, we'll get screwed over. So we got locked in that room for all that time. Oh my god, where are they coming from? One wizard defeated. It only took 2 entire deaths. One of which was me. So I can't be mad at it. Why is he in his menu? Two wizards down. And it's the giant cube room. Where do you keep? You know, don't be like that. Everybody needs somewhere to keep their giant cubes. Maybe the final shape is the cube in our hearts. I need to get to a certain point today in this game because I've not had a cutscene today and I need one for the thumbnail. Usually there's a little bit of conversation at the end of the mission, which we will be able to see because they can't leave without... I won't get kicked out because I'm in charge of the mission. I know it's famous last words, but this seems to be going exceedingly well. Okay, all 3 wizards down. Good has been gotten. It just proves how team-based it is. Yeah, there we go. I don't know the way we're backing into a corridor. He's gonna start hucking shit. That's not even a boss, that's just a dude with lots of armor. Now when he's brought friends. I think it might actually be safer on this side of the wall. Get back! Get back, you savage! Back!
Guardian down.
I think the good news is we can respawn now. We did it! Press the button.
I'm sensing a surge of energy that I can't pinpoint Zavala's location.
It's probably more interference. Just concentrate on him.
I can't.
You can. Just feel for his light.
I can't.
Tarj, it's okay if you can't find Zavala. We're past the storm, but something could still be throwing off the signal. Even if that isn't the case, you don't have to know your guardian by his light.
And how would you feel? Were you in my shell? You scour the earth for years, hunting on vague feeling, growing lonely, losing faith, but eventually, miraculously, finding your mark. And you spend years more by his side, watching him fight and die.
Oh look, we're in space.
Fall in love, lose himself to grief. You forge a bond, seal your fates. And yet you're not sure if you can do the only thing you were made to do for the one person you were meant for? How would you feel?
Well, I...
Forget it. The feeling doesn't matter. You take the closer source. I'll check the one ahead. I know what to do.
We got your back, buddy.
Ghost, Guardian, keep looking. We'll catch up with Tarj.
I think that's really creeped out by this room. Oh no! Oh! Hello. I'm in a mission. I mean, you're gonna miss some action chat because Dolly's gonna bring in a frog for a visit. Frug. That is one whole frug on the camera for your viewing pleasure. That is one honkin' chonker. I love you, frog. Evil Seedlet saying. You awake? Frug. I have no heavy ammo. Yes. Bask in the glory that is Frug whilst hearing gunfighting happening. Frog for scale. Getting very be aware of your faith. Dolly doesn't want to leak their face, and this is getting very tenuous. Stick creature, 10 out of 10, no notes. What, my wife? That's a very odd thing to say about another human being, Sealet. I'll allow it, but it's a very odd thing to say about another human being. All dead. Take the mystery staircase. I really don't like the way that this is going.
Our signal is coming from another one of the Traveler's gifts. But Zavala's not here.
I'm gonna be so...
Vanguard, have you found him?
Not yet.
Please don't make me fight on this floor. I will fall through and make an ass out of myself. They wouldn't do that to me, would they? That was immediately a waste because I did no damage to them. Bear with while I go to my friends. Hello. Ooh. That was a one-hit kill. You cannot be stood too close to those. Stop doing that. Hit it. Still thinking about the frog? What do you think about what are you thinking about the frog? What, like, in what way are you thinking about the frog? You gonna put the frog in a sandwich? Think about what whole they're like a lump. They're lumpy. That's one lumpy frog. He loves birds. We feel. How would you describe holding them, Dolly? Like cold and wet, squishy people. Oh, you need to... Mance needs to fire a projectile to break the shield. Oh, you son of a biscuit. I think I've just fucked us. Can they res me? Oh, they can't. They can't. They can res me. Ah! I blew myself up. Imagine dying now because I blew myself up. No. That's a wipe. Get. I used to have spiders. I spent. Not about them spiders, sorry. This is close enough proximity to make use of this gun's ridiculous. Okay, I'm immediately very injured. Let's go join our friends. Just love small. Are you not a small creature yourself? You're a creature on the large. Ah, that's the same thing that killed me last time. I saw you shooting through frickin' walls. Okay, well, that's my own one and only death wasted. Killer, welcome. Late with the raid, nice to meet you. Nice to read you. My name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. We are deep within the final. We are deep within the final shape Destiny 2 expansion. If you're afraid of spoilers, feel free to raid and run. But if you want to hang out and talk about small creatures like frogs and squirrels and greebles, I don't know what a greeble actually is. But if you want to talk about that sort of stuff, feel free to hang out. Where are all my friends? Come on. Yeah, but they're invisible and I can't see them. Like, I know what a greeble is, but a greeble could in theory be anything. Oh my god, they hit like a frickin' truck. We get it? We got it.
Grab the shield, Guardian.
Grab the shield, Guardian. I'll pepper him from up here. Don't res him. That's a wipe. And we had a freaking lever. That was 2 attempts. Come on. Why would you get to the end of the thing like that and leave in the final boss after 2 attempts? Oh, son of a bitch. How do I... Can I... Love to waste time, I guess. That's the definition of wasting time. I'm not entirely sure if I re-queue now that we'll start from here, but that's infuriating. That was two attempts at that final boss. People on the internet infuriate me. No offense. I realize I say that to a group of people that is watching me live stream on the internet. Hi, but you're people on the internet. Yeah, I got that after I said it. Hi guys, my name is Chimken and I'm going to remove this shoe from my mouth. I'm offended. Valid. I'm just going to sit here and drink my water and think about that time somebody immediately left a group after 2 attempts at the final boss. Twitter is going mental for some reason. Alright. Should not touch my phone during streams. 7.5 minutes till ad chat. 7.5 minutes. You know the deal. If I'm in a mission, I can't take a pause. But if I'm not in a mission, we'll take a pause. I level anything up while we're here. Fuck that immediately. Immediate. This and done. 4 you 2 1 person has joined. Oh. Wait. Ow. Never mind. I thought I'd accidentally left. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Justicia Cobster. Team kill squad. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, today's my Friday. I'm allowed to yawn. That's the rules. Ugh. I'm touching my phone again, but this is for good reason. Hey! Oh. He left. Immediately. It's none of our business why you're touching your phone. But I like to... does anybody else touch their phone just when you're idle? Like, if I'm idle, I'm touching my phone. It's not... I try not to while I'm streaming. Sometimes it doesn't work, but when you're literally in a waiting room, I should be like singing or something. Should be doing something entertaining. Chat, do you like large bearded men with bald heads on the internet? Because I am all 3 of those things. I open and close my pop socket. I need like a fidget spinner or something to do while... If I'm going to start playing live service games on stream, I need a fidget spinner to sort of like just fidget with. Nope, I never touch my phone when I am idle. I am terrible. I am constantly opening and closing it. Checking Twitter. Somebody has left my lobby. We didn't even get into the mission and somebody left. Hang on, that kicked the other dude out. I'm so fucking confused. Oh my god, this freaking... No, you don't do that. You don't leave and then you don't... Or is this the new one that I started? I'm so confused. I've got myself in knots. I don't understand. I think our listing is still going, but for some reason I wasn't on the planet anymore. But I think I went... Only Bungie, having not had... Okay, we got 1. And we got 2. We got Stumpy. Very high level players. Very high level players. I've got a good feeling about Sagaloo and Stumpy. Is that how you pronounce that? Sigaloo? Yeah. It does not roll off the tongue. Nice. Locked in. Will it return us to that final mission, or am I about to repeat all of the shit that I've previously done? For some reason we're back in space again. We'll know if it's balked, right? Because we'll start at that mouth of that cave if we're reset. Part of me hopes that it's like locked further back because I'm the group leader and I'd already started. Because if you lose progression from just having a lever right at the very end, it kind of feels mean. Come on, not the mouth of the cave, not the mouth of the cave. We want to see. The music sounds promising. Yeah! Nice. Straight into the final boss of the dungeon. Hi, Lucy. How's it going? You okay? Almost blew myself up. Death off in the distance. This guy. Why did we split? Why is this guy over here and we're over there? He clearly. Oh no, I fell. Looking because I'm only step 24, but loving the commentary now and then. Thanks, I appreciate it. I think I'm on. I don't think I'm past 24. I'm not sure where I am in the grander scheme of things. Actually stay together this time, guys. Don't immediately go to different sides of the map, because that would be silly. Because you're clearly not capable of fighting these things by yourself. We're about to go into an ad any second. And they've done exactly the same thing again. Death here.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Oh my fucking god! Maybe don't separate right at the very beginning. You're clearly not capable. And I can't res you. So now we're gonna wipe. What is this team you speak of? There's two things you have to do at the beginning of this fight. They separated, died, we reset. They separated again and died. I don't understand the logic. Maybe don't separate. It's not that hard. You were supposed to be the chosen ones. You were supposed to bring something to the Force, not join them. Are you leaving? Are you about to leave? Teammates are like, they started to separate then and then changed their minds. Zaggerly was about to go do something different and then turn around. That one was on me. Are they now? What are they doing? What are they doing now? How did they learn? I don't know. I need to stop falling off of shit because holy butts. Oh my god, this freaking map and its holes. I told you the holes were gonna get me killed. I've told you, nobody believed me, but look at me now. And welcome back from the ad, whoever wasn't seeing ads. Or was, you know what I mean. Shush. Okay, who's gonna? One of them needs to get the. Who's gonna get the shield? Are you gonna be?
Grab the shield, Guardian.
Grab the shield, Guardian. One of them got the shield. One of them's got the shield. Follow Stumpy. If he separated again, I was gonna... Where'd he die? Who died? Stumpy died. Okay. Okay, they're either... Who's gonna leave? One of them? No. We're still going. We're still going. Who wants to but who's gonna is Sagaloo gonna split again? No. Good, they've come this way this time. Yes, they're learning. We've got a learner. Clever. It's like that velociraptor in that film that opened the door that time. Proud of him. Clever girl. Everybody's up, everybody's alive, no deaths yet. Hooray! Woohoo! I guess it's been freed. Okay. 2 of the components down and 0 deaths. That's a pretty they're improving.
Grab the shield, Guardian.
We're improving. I don't want to land in that because that's lightning and shit. Clear outs, they do a shit ton of damage. Focus on clearing ads. Okay, up to the right, up there, this way, this way, this way. Come on, come on. I don't like that noise it's making. My rocket missed! It's locked on! It locked on! Whoa! Nats! I can't... Mods, if there is a mod in chat, can you shout out Nats? We're in a boss fight.
Nats just raided with 14 viewers.
I am Chimken. My name is Chim. I am a variety streamer. Sometimes I go in Nat's stream and time out Kyo and the child. We are doing a boss fight. No, there'll be an auto shout out. I'm an idiot. I still don't get my... The bot automatically shouts people out and I will never get used to that. I will never in the history of time get used to that being a thing. Ignore me. It's automatic. The mods don't have to lift a finger. I'm so... Welcome, Raiders. We're doing boss fights and stuff. And I don't want to die because these people keep dying and I don't want to be the one that dies. And it's going much... No, I'm not going to voice that out loud because I was about to say something real bad. Oh. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong, Leonard? Are you final shaping perchance? I am. The final shape is in fact a chicken. Or an egg, if you will. Leonard, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bot Brigade. Do not let the power go to your head. I'm just a random bearded man on the internet.
Leonard 317 has just joined the Bok Brigade.
Concentrate on clearing ants, because those other two can do the other thing, and I don't want to die to somebody with a freaking thing that's on fire. Oh god, there's a fucking chieftain. Oh god, there's two of them. Hardest difficulty, if anybody's curious. I am playing Legendary for the first time. Destiny 2 has never been better because they've added a random group finder.
Enemies down. Let's get out of here and find Taj.
So before I play...
This place is falling apart. We gotta move.
When I played Destiny 2 last, there wasn't a random group finder, so you had to like go through third parties on the internet. How are you meant to avoid this if the floor's just for... Is that a wipe? They can't possibly... That can't possibly be a wipe. If that's a wipe... Was there a bit between... Did the boss fight end, or was that a continuation of the boss fight? We're all dead.
Guardian, Taj has a lock on the commander. Hurry.
Okay, maybe it isn't. Maybe... Hey, we're not all dead. It's not... The game's not a dick. Destiny 2 is real good right now because if you want to do any of the online content, it's got a random group finder, which makes all of the old Legendary content that was really hard because you either had to have friends or had to have the capacity to go and find random people on the internet to play with. It allows you to do that within the game now, which is much better. And I will fully admit they removed a bunch of content, but at the same time, it's an MMO. It's not all about the story sometimes. Sometimes it's just about the shooting guns. Also, there's a cutscene, so I've got stuff for a thumbnail. I don't think that's going to be good.
Zavala, please. Don't do this.
Destiny always removes shit. They did it once. They literally did it once. Do not do the always thing. They did it once.
Commander.
Now they're not vaulting anymore, and I haven't. Story's happening. I will explain. Vaulting isn't happening anymore.
We too once looked to the silent god for purpose. But all they could offer was more life, void of meaning. No.
No, it didn't. There was a different reason.
We ran from it. So we sought its opposite. And in it, found means to bring order to an unruly universe. Your traveler had no tolerance for such vision. And we had no tolerance for its ambivalence. We would force purpose from it. Dread lost. Siege lost. And now, we will have you join us. Commander.
Wait.
No. I see what you are.
What do you see?
Wait.
I see fear.
Taj, no!
We have done away with fear. We are not afraid. Yes, you are.
Ooh, that's bad. Ooh. No. That's real bad from a lore perspective. There is a loading thing behind my egg. It's not just a black screen now. Is there more? Yeah, but there's a reason why they did that. Let me just get through the talking bit and I'll explain. I'm not being flippant. Let me get through the talking bit, then I'll explain.
You're still our commander.
It changes everything. I have no light. No purpose. No ghost.
That means Zavala no longer has magical powers and is no longer
I know
immortal.
You want to blame yourself, but Taj knew what he was getting into.
Don't. Please. I was prepared to pay any cost. I was. Not Taj. He was devoted. He was brave. And part of me resented him for that. Sometimes I wished he would just... leave me to rot in peace.
Well, he did what ghosts are supposed to do, right? He recruited you for a war. And he chose to sacrifice himself so you could end it.
End it? How? I threw away my light for a riddle and a memory.
A memory that can save us all. Of the witness becoming what it is. What was made.
And be unmade.
Can be unmade. Right. Right!
Oh, I've just understood what that was all about.
Up with those defector specters again.
I've just understood what that's about. I've just understood the cutscene from what they just said. We'll get to it. There's talking.
It's here.
Talking is coming.
The witness's memories became manifest too. I can guide us. But I'll need help.
We can do that.
Fox Shotty?
Cluck cluck. Fox Shotty has just joined
Welcome
the
to the
Bok
Bop Brigade.
Brigade.
You're not letting the power go to your head. I'm just a bearded man on the internet.
Alrighty then. We keep our momentum and Zavala gets to focus on something that's not... You know, we asked
This is
a lot
very
of
distracting.
ghosts, and they don't get 1 second chance, much less a million that we do.
Story's so
Just
good. I
wish
love
I'd
it.
thanked my gal Sundance back when I could. But she knew I appreciated her. At least I hope.
Okay, is that it? Are we done? We're done. Info with Ghost.
Taj was the kind of ghost I thought I ought to be. There's no manual on how to do what we do, but Tarj always knew the right answer. He was dedicated, dutiful, and he knew Zavala better than Zavala knows himself. I want to believe that his light has returned to the Traveler like Sundance's did. Like mine will someday. Tarj is gone. Zavala is mortal, but their sacrifice can't be for nothing. We have to go to the memory of the place where the witness made itself, so we can learn how to unmake it.
Yeah, okay, now I have
It's
understood.
Here, in the Pale Heart. I have faith in us. The Traveler has faith in us. And now, thanks to Tarj, we have a chance.
I didn't quite understand in chat either. Somebody said in chat, well, the talking is coming. I'm just going to leave this party quick. Returning to orbit. Let me leave the fire team. And then we're going to have a quick chat and then we'll continue because I can go late tonight. I was not going to say anything about it. For me, my fave was the witch cream, but this one was better. Leaving fire team. Okay. So we're going to do some chatting and then we're going to continue because I can be here late tonight. I have enjoyed this one immensely. I liked Beyond Light. But to answer a few things that have been being discussed in chat, it was bad that they vaulted content. I am in full agreement of this. It sucks that they've not brought it back, but they did it, or at least I read that they did it this way because the original game was coded one way, future content was coded another way. If they wanted all of that content to exist, they had to maintain both aspects of the game after a point. I think it was after Forsaken. So after Forsaken, when they started vaulting content, it was because they had said, okay, we're not in a position to be able to recode all of these aspects of the game. We're just going to vault those aspects and continue moving forward. It wasn't that they did it out of a... They did the same thing for Destiny 1. The game's been out 10 years. Technology advances over time. Also, did they vault content for Destiny 1? I don't... Is that right? I didn't play Destiny 1, in fairness. No, nothing has been taken out of Destiny 1. In the traditional sense, you might be talking about an MMO capacity, because MMOs have events all the time that like the content isn't available anymore. I pride myself on the fact that I have a Final Fantasy 14 car that was based on Final Fantasy 15. Which one is the boy band simulator? Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, I have the car. I have the car in the car from Final Fantasy 15 I have in Final Fantasy 14. That was a special event. You can't get it anymore. It was the event that happened when that game released. MMOs do that all the time. But I am not defending it. I wish they had recoded it. I can understand why they didn't from a business perspective. It's sad that it went away, but still an enjoyable game. They did bring it back like 2 months ago, but it's gone again, yes? Okay, good, because I know some people are upset about Season of the Wish was taken out. The MMOs don't vault main story. True, but this isn't a traditional MMO in that same sense, because an MMO is a lot more sprawly. That's my argument. There are components of this game that are MMO based, yes. But at the same time, if World of Warcraft had to... Considering the shit that Blizzard has done over the last recent years, if Blizzard had to lose a good percentage of World of Warcraft... I'd love to get into Destiny, but I want to start from the beginning, and I never can. I'm going to go on the record and not say I started the current... Like, honestly, it is a perfectly easy game to get into from now. Like, you can do it from now. The intro for new characters is reasonably straightforward. You can't do the Red War, and I'm gonna say it. The Red War was basically Star Wars. Well, it wasn't really basically Star Wars. The Red War was very... You can read... I hate that they remove huge chunks of the original beginning. Again, it's the second and third expansions were dog shit. The first one was okay, but it wasn't the best. There have been better story beats later on in the game, and I'm losing, like, this loses me all credibility in the Destiny, and I say this out loud live on stream, knowing full well it loses me all credibility with other Destiny players or like content streamers, because I know a lot of people are pissed off about the vaulting thing, and I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just saying they had their reasons. And I think the difficulty I find with the MMO logic is that, yes, traditional MMOs like World of Warcraft, like Final Fantasy XIV, don't vault entire sections of the story, but the more expansions are released, the less important the original stuff becomes. You can absolutely churn through vanilla Warcraft now on the route to the much later expansions. And that's with the various like balancing systems that they've used. Because obviously they've tried to make that content still playable without you getting massively overleveled. But actually it's significantly easier just to skip the entire section. So yeah, it's a hard one. But I like it. And honestly, I've had so much fun streaming it. I did not expect to be enjoying it as much as I have done on stream. A lot of people stream Dead, but like a lot of people that I like follow stream Dead by Daylight, and it's just Dead. It's like Dead by Daylight gameplay and them talking over the top of it repeatedly. The other aspect I don't know is how they can't afford to do it with how much they charge for some cosmetics. That doesn't necessarily work that way. Development isn't free. They only have I wonder how big their publishing team is, because a lot of that logic assumes that they have an infinite amount of resources to devote to cosmetics. Will be paid, like, using that logic, they also have to maintain servers. They also have to pay the staff at Bungie to be building those cosmetics in the first place. All of this stuff needs to be patched on a regular basis. The whole they're charging money for cosmetics argument doesn't stand with me, because a lot of that money goes to other things. It's like people who pay for Netflix, assuming, oh, why can't they access all Netflix content everywhere? Why is it region based? Because to be able to access all region content everywhere, it would cost Netflix like 90 times more than the subscription base is subscribing with. I feel like I'm getting critical. I'm not getting critical. It's business. Whether or not it's good or bad, Nats, sweet dreams, and thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I find myself in this cynical position the older I get, where I'm sort of like looking at stuff going, yeah, you did that. You're a bastard for doing that, but I can understand why you did it. As long as they're not breaking the law, I'm not going to sit here and justify actual criminal behavior. Final Fantasy XIV's MX, yeah, but Squaresoft is also a significantly Square Enix. That's like, no, because that's Final Fantasy is not a good example for that, because Square Enix is a sizable development company in itself. Bungie has Destiny. They're not even doing Halo anymore. Or I think we all, no, I take that back. They did do Halo. Do we all remember Halo Infinite and how fucking terribly that went? How many people, like, this is where Google comes into it. How many people does Bungie employ? How many people does Square Enix employ? Yeah, so comparatively in terms of company sizes, and this is this is very non-specific, and this is as of May 2024. Bungie employs 1,600 people. Square Enix employs 4,712. And I don't really know how the business splits into developers and all of that sort of thing, because they'll have a load of developers on their team, but by all means, they are not a company that is like making indie games. It's not like a two-person company developing an indie game. But there's a massive difference. I'm assuming there's probably like an algorithm or maths you can do about how much more performative a game developer is if they have a certain bracket of employees. I'm not going to start reading. I'm starting to read company information. We're going to continue. I can be here for at least another hour probably. But that was Business Talk with Chimken. Tomorrow, where are we at? 27 out of 34. Lucy, you said you were I think you were at 24, you said? I'm only marginally ahead of where Lucy is. If Lucy is still here. Let's keep going. What time is it? 10:30. No. 11:30. I can tell the time. Shut up. Let's go. Do I have anything to level up before we... 46, 46, 46. Nope. Nothing. Let's do a quick round of pickups. Let's be post to the tower. Infinite was bad though. Did anybody play Infinite? I kind of liked the online multiplayer briefly, and it just didn't. I think they upset a lot of people, right? Because the story took so long to release. I feel like we've talked about this on stream before. Either way, like what you like. Fuck the government. We've got bolt cutters. Something something Alan Wake 2 something something. We touched this.
Checking right now.
Like that. We got a new arm. New arm. 44, 44, 44. Useless.
Searching.
Back from the hunt, I see.
Ooh. Oh, it's a power weapon. 48.
This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. You're correct. Thank you, whoever said that. Don't yawn. You're going to make me yawn.
Guardian.
Harsh language. Ooh.
Make us proud.
On that subject. I need to look something up. Take your meds, friends. Take your meds, everybody. Do the thing. I need to check a website that tells me what God roll gear is, because this man was meant to be dropping very good grenade launchers, and I think that actually might be it. Roll appraiser. There's a website called light.gg that basically tells you the stats of the weapon you're looking at and whether or not it's classified as God tier. What is this called? Harsh language. You good? Wow! Fuck. That made me jump. I apologize. This website apparently makes noise. Really irritating. I don't think this is appearing on this list yet.
Good for you.
Okay, I hope you're all okay after that. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Do you know about myalgic encephalomyelitis? Would you like to? The problem is I've been practicing now. It's kind of like I like to have that because it sort of just keeps it like it's important that that redeem exists. But I feel like I need more complicated words again. There was something about this gun that was good. I think this. I'm gonna do a quick. Let me get Google up. I'm gonna do a quick Google. There was something about harsh language that was particularly broken this week or recently because I saw TikTok content. Oh, that is really distorted. There we go. Harsh language, God roll, Destiny 2. What do you classify as a God roll?
I slept rough last night.
That's a curated roll. What's a God roll look?
Security sync check-in. All positions clear.
No, it's not a God roll. But I don't quite understand that one because it doesn't appear to be on this list. Boo! Okay, well, we find out. Stay in there for now.
Oh, my back's killing me.
We're gonna continue the story. Let's go find out other random shit that's happening on this planet.
File. Hardly any encryption at all.
We got this. Okay, are you another mission? It is another mission. What's this one called? Iconoclasm. Iconoclasm? Iconoclasm. Legendary, iconoclasm, go. Add a smiley face, apply title, go. And now we're talking again. I don't know how many missions there are in this game, or if there's going to be like end content stuff. Where it has mission after mission after mission, it seems to proceed a lot quicker. Sit here looking at the list now. Should have left Google up. Myalgic encephalomyelitis is a thing that you can get if you are suffering from chronic fatigue and or adjacent symptoms relating to the more complex version that is ME. Fibromyalgia is in there too somewhere. And there are a bunch of symptoms and it's pretty bad. And invisible disabilities are a thing in this, the month of our pride. You know what's invisible sometimes? Pride-related stuff. Oh, my sister has that. My partner has... DollyWhiskers, my partner has that. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Be respectful of everybody because you'll never know if they have an invisible disability is all I'm saying. Fibromyalgia. Chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, yeah. Okay. It's all in that same... A lot of this shit has crossover. Fibromyalgia. An alga of the fibra. It's actually fibro, isn't it? Dolly, is it fibro? I think it's fibro. Fibromialgia? Thank you. Yeah, respect peeps. Never know if they have an invisible disability. In the same time, respect your LGBT compatriots because they're lovely. And it's Pride Month. But we shouldn't require an entire month to tell people that we should be nice to everybody all year round. But sadly, we don't live in a world where that happens. Okay.
The witness's defector spoke of a ritual site, the place where they destroyed themselves.
Where the witness was created.
Yes. Zavala thinks he can navigate us to it. Guardian, you lead. We'll follow. Zavala no longer has his light.
But I do have my gun. Reaching the ritual site is our top priority. Do not let your focus stray.
Seriously? Do not let your focus...
This is a secure line. How's the commander?
Commanding.
Oh, that's a hole.
Guardian down.
Guardian down.
I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign that they're chain dying.
We've already got resistance. This won't be...
Oh!
Your search for purpose continues. Once more, it leads you to us. What is it you seek? Your endless pursuit of us yields you nothing.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Let's say it again. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Say it again, chat.
We've got a taken blockade ahead.
We're getting an influx of hive back here.
Clear them out. The witness knows there are dissenting voices within it. It'll stop at nothing to keep us from reaching the ritual site.
I mean, it's just a song. Let's not make it political. It is just a song.
Guardian down. down.
And they're dead. Oh. Never heard of it. It's a famous song. War by Edwin Starr.
We've got a taken blockade ahead.
We're getting an influx of hive back here.
Clear them out. The witness knows there are dissenting voices within it. It'll stop at nothing to keep us from reaching the ritual site.
Must touch the loot with my face. Wow. Being up there seems like a good idea. This guy's made out of rocks. It also doesn't help that he keeps teleporting. He might be chasing me. No! Thank God. Ah, you son of a bastard. Oh, that was my first death. I should be able to be res. That was my first death there. If one of these two would come res me. Please? No, he's dead. He was so almost. You need to res a friend.
Our barrier's down. We're still working over here. Keep moving.
Did we get through? Are we alive? We're alive. That one was close. Holy.
Your traveler with reckless abandon. To spread the futile poison of life. Chaos disguised as freedom.
Good. That was the thing
We
I
deny this pain.
I need that fragment specifically. That's
Let
good.
us enlighten you.
That riddle, what was made can be unmade. I can't get it out of my head. How are we supposed to unmake the witness?
The same way that the witness plans to remake the universe.
The Traveler's light.
Light restores, terraforms, shapes. We could use it to break the witness apart.
We could use the
Destroy
magic
it.
powers of the god thing that we're inside of. Magical Epcot Center for the win.
There's resonance energy coming from that doorway. There has to be some way past it.
Oh, we are taking.
I was powerless when I stood before the witness. When I confronted it in that place. But Guardian, your ability to wield both darkness and light gives you an advantage. You will do what I could not.
Some might say that was a waste of an ultimate. And to them I say, no. Oh god, we're not honestly going up there, are we? Does he know where he's going? Oh, I thought, okay, fair enough. He knows where he's going, that's fine. Oh, I dashed instead of jumped. Holy fuck. Okay, we're fine. Nobody saw me fall down that hole. That's extra special.
Forsake the architect of your enslavement. Cast aside
Can't jump.
loyalties. You
Who spilled their Lego?
longer a pawn of the light.
That's the giant ghost room.
Be free.
Are we ready? Boss fight?
J'ai compris ton conscient.
Need to heal. Give me some help, please. It might have been bad that I did that so quickly. All we needed to do. Oh no, we got another. We're in.
We've got hive knights incoming.
A gift for the light bearers of soul.
He's walking closer to me. Oh! Do not get hit by that too many times. I really need to itch my face. Oh god, it's gonna die to the thing. Oh my god, so close. I'm fine. I'm fine. Chill. I got the thing. I almost died to darkness because I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, oh. Yes, be frozen. Come on. Why don't you just die? Completely with that. There we go. Holy shit, that was a boss interaction. First time.
In truth, you seek not hope, but endless challenge. This ambition is known to us, that what can be destroyed must be destroyed.
Time to die again. Ad coming up in 7 seconds, chat. I can't pause because of the ad, so you will potentially miss some of the action. I apologize. It's the difficulty with some of these live action games. If you are having a nice time, I'm really glad about that. Yeah, grab yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, hug a loved one, sniff a favored family pet, and I'll see you in a minute.
Be chosen.
Guardian down.
Oh, I leveled up. Nice. Straight into yet another fight. Got this, guys. You and me. Yeah. Yeah. Most.
Guardian down.
Oh! Oh my god, that res. Oh my god, that res. Need to find a thing that gives me this. There we go.
Guardian down.
I'm running the wrong way. Shit. That's fine. Okay, we try that again. No levers. Did he leave? Did he immediately leave? Where'd friend go? Friend left though. Well, shit. We'll just queue with a new team. Good news is, if I queue with a new team, we pick up exactly there. I was concerned that that wasn't going to be the case, but seemingly the game is being friendly. Season pass. And I don't feel too guilty about doing that on the understanding the other guy is also locked into that point. Apologies, chat. I have to do the group finder thing again. But we're going to break all records. We're going to do 2 entire missions in one evening. I swear. I swear it's going to happen. I believe. Ah! Gutted. Ooh, actually, before I do that, can I just get rid of all of these? Good. Sorry about that. Q. Find. Create. Campaign. Final shape. Legendary. Iconicon. Boom. Title. Emojis. Smiley face. Boom. Create listing. What's everybody doing? What you doing, Seedlet? Something fun? Gonna do that thing again. We're in a waiting room. This is officially the channel law. Chimken is allowed to look at his phone when in a waiting room. And it's midnight. Oh shit, it is midnight. Getting late. Hey, the internet has asked me to ask you a question. Why do people go by Timothy? Why do people called Tim go by Timothy? No. Why do people called Timothy go by Tim when they could be called Moth? Which let's all agree is much cooler. Say what? People called Timothy, rather than being called Tim, should go by Moth. I prefer Timo. Timo or Timo? Timo or Timo? Yeah, Timo. Timo is actually like a Northern European name, like spelt like that, like Timo. T-I-M-O. You get people called Timo. What's not to understand, Exempt? There are people called Timo. Not Northern European, like Spanish, Portugal way. Hello. Can I grab you the what? You need the sellotape for. Dolly needs to walk behind my camera, so I'm going to go to BRB for a couple of seconds. Oh. Oh my god, she's naked and on camera. Don't hit me on the head, that's rude. They're not naked. They weren't naked. Yes, we can't do that sort of thing on Twitch. It's against the rules. I got banned from hot tub streaming. I bought the hot tub and everything. I can't imagine, like realistically, I can't imagine my downstairs neighbors being particularly happy when I accidentally spill an entire hot tub's worth of water into their downstairs flat. Apparently nobody is doing this quest. I mean, you can't really say fuck 'em when you dump an entire hot tub's worth of water into their flat. There was literally a drip, and I mean like a minuscule drip in one of our cupboards. And like it must have been going for months, but they actually had water damage downstairs because where this drip had been dripping in one of our cupboards from one of the pipes, it had actually gone through the floor and like taken out some of the plaster in their kitchen. I felt so guilty. But they came in and was like, "Do you have a leak in your cupboard?" And I sort of went, "No." But I ended up having to empty the entire cupboard, and it was like a minuscule amount of water coming out of this pipe. But it must have been months. We've got the Italian scorpion. They did some pipe work on our boiler and it went at some point, but it... All members are ready? No, they're not all ready. That dude. We need a third. Really want to. My upstairs neighbor was taking showers. I started getting some water down in my bathroom. There we go. Call me Beastie Bruh. Ready up, Beastie Bruh. You can tell they're cool because their clan name is the 7 Deadly Sins, but they've replaced all the S's with $signs. There we go. I had that in one of my university. They ended up taking out the entire stack. I had something similar happen in one of my university accommodations exempt, and the entire downstairs ceiling fell in. It was like, so imagine middle floor was carpet, floorboards, like gap. I want to call it like plasterboard to sort of seal in the gap because it was like a cheaply renovated, very old property. And enough water pulled on it that it took out the entire downstairs ceiling because it all just went in simultaneously. That happened here. That entire place, solid concrete, same. And it would be extra impressive if that happened in ours because it's or the floors are all tight. So we've got concrete, we've got tiles, we've got carpet. First place I've ever lived in where you rip up a carpet and there are tiles underneath. Marley tiles, like the really small ones. But the building was like 1970. It was built in 1975, so it's fairly, I guess, common for 1975. That's okay.
In truth, you seek not hope, but endless challenge.
I've never seen that, but you're American, aren't you? Aren't all your houses made out of like hopes and dreams?
Be destroyed. Must be destroyed.
And paper. They blow away at the slightest wind shear. I think that might be an extreme. I do find it... I do find it complicated that the country that's like... did we reset? How far back is this?
Ascend to your potential. Find your purpose. Be chosen.
Yeah, we reset. Shit. I got a friend who lives in Oklahoma. She constantly reports her neighbor's house being blown away by a strong storm, hurricane, tornado. Such poor design. I do question the logic of a country that decided to build that style of building in the places where tornadoes are born. Okay, we didn't reset too far. Good. Ooh, I need prismatic power. If you live in a place called Tornado Alley, yes, you should. One of the teammates is dead already. That's a good start. Oh, this is not going well, Minx. Hi. How's it going? Space fuse. Big old space fuse. How are you, Chimken? I've started a 4-day weekend. So I'm very excited for the 4-day weekend. Yeah, I'm off till Tuesday now. No work until Tuesday. Let's stay for a sec. Yeah, we've got some friends visiting. We're gonna play board games and eat food and sleep in a pile. Though I've not asked them about sleeping in a pile yet. They might say no. But they might say yes. I need a thing. I'm gonna die to the thing. I'm gonna die to the debuff. Holy shit, just give me a thing. Ah! Pillow fights, PG-13 movies after 11 p.m. We're gonna play, I don't know the name of the board game, but it's like about, we're gonna play a board game that's about raising dragons. Like Firebrand. And I'm dead again. Firebrand, Raise dragon board game. How many Flamecraft. Flamecraft. The board game is called Flamecraft. Rocco wants the game. And he's dead again. That's a good sign. Raikoi has good taste. I can't res you because I don't know where you are. How are you below the map? I don't have a good feeling about this team. How do I, like, I can't get to him. Maybe he'll, oh wait, no, there he is. Got him. He does have good taste, you do too. Well... I'm trying to think of a witty comeback to that, and I can't think of one, so, well... Half triangle. What are we doing back here?
A gift from the Traveler. It's still trying to help us.
Shit. I think that's it. Is that my first res on this run or my second? No, resing. Oh shit. I can't res his. Can't res him. So that'll be a lockout. I've died 6 times in this run. How is... Did just pour water all over myself? Are you gonna leave? I'd prefer if you're gonna leave, you just go. Yeah, I've got water in my beard now. Needs to grow up big and strong. My beard does not need to get any bigger. My beard needs to chill the fuck out. I can feel it. It's all moist. Moist. Nobody likes a moist beard. Hell shit. Now I'm going to die. Oh, no. I'm fine. Full health, please. For me. I think I might call this run my last one. I'm making mistakes. As in, don't fire a rocket launcher at a shield that's directly in front of you. Please heal. Please, like, heal me though. Oh wait, no, the glyph's fucking out again. Who decided that this... TLB with the hydrate. I'll do that in a second. Concentrating right now, TLB.
A gift from the Traveler. It's still trying to help us. Down.
Yeah, there's the lever. That's about right. That was not a good showing for me. Shall I solo him? No. There will be people out here that can solo this. Which is the terrifying thing. I will say, I think if I... Do I do PvP or do I do another run of this? Let's have a quick... What have we got to level up? 48, 42, 45... 47, 44, nope. 44, 48. Yeah, let's go again. If I could get this done tonight, it'd be real cool. I thought you left. I mean, I immediately kicked him, but I thought he'd already left. This feels like the last boss of this mission. I'll let myself be the one that dies 8 times. Switch my weapons. That was a lot of close quarters fighting, so the SMG will be better. In theory. Fine. Cross your fingers that we don't sit here waiting to do this for several hours. Help if I actually created the listing, though. That would be good, wouldn't it? Find title, create listing, go. Praying to the matchmaking gods. Oh, come on. We got people. We got the. Come on. You can do it, game. I believe. Dolly might have gone to sleep. Dolly might have gone to sleep, everybody. The prayers are not worth much, evidently. That's not true. Dolly heard me because I said that they logged back into Discord. Dolly, have you gone to sleep? Are you in bed right now, DollyWhiskers? I don't think they're in the... They're anywhere, they're not in chat. Wait for it. They're loading up the Twitch app. They're putting on their reading glasses. That makes them sound like an old woman. Or an old person. They're not that old. What did you do? Seedlit, what did you do? What did you do to the matchmaking, Seedlit? That's one. Ooh, 1993. He's been playing. You can tell time spent by the 4-digit number. I think they found out I was an atheist. Hey, I'm an atheist, it's fine. Agnostic, like either agnostic or atheist. I sort of flip-flop. Religion is fine with me, folks. I just don't want to hear about yours. No, that's not the nice way to put it. Like, I'm really up for people having faith. I don't like the people that have faith and shove it down your throat. Come on, we got two. Two. I'm going to text Dolly to see if they're in bed. Will I FaceTime Dolly to see if they're in bed? Is that too far? Are you in bed? Chat wants to know. Don't have faith at me. They're typing. Why does chat want to know? What are you wearing? Chat also wants to know. Fishnets and a sou'wester. Okay. Dolly's in the bedroom dressed as a sexy fisherman. That's good to know. Nice. Nice. Anybody else think it's getting really late? What time are we at? Oh my god, it's 12:30. It's well past my bit. With a face like this, I need my beauties. Might have to give chat context on the outfit. I refuse. Basically, chat, if you need context on the outfit, once upon a time, I would text my best friend, Lorquin, what are you wearing? Just like randomly in the middle of the day. Like they could be at uni or like doing their job or whatever, and they would just get a text message from me going, what are you wearing? In a completely like platonic way. I would like to know what he's wearing. And they used to respond fishnets and a sou'wester. And then it became a thing. Why does that does anybody else remember the film about Johnny Five, the robot? Short Circuit, is that right? That one of those spaceships looked like Johnny Five's head. You see with the eyes, it looked like Johnny Five's head. Okay.
In truth, you seek not hope, but endless challenge.
You in?
This ambition is known to us, that what can be destroyed must be destroyed.
Oh, that's a good start. Remember that time I said I wasn't gonna die repeatedly? Oh, I can respawn, that's fine. And they're not killing everything, that's also fine. Wait for me, my legs don't know how to be as long as yours. I also keep falling down fucking holes. Am I meant to be alive down here? Well, that was creepy.
Ascend to your potential.
I'm running.
Find your purpose. Be chosen.
Find your porpoise. Has anybody lost a dolphin? We're trying to find our porpoise. I'm coming. Chill out. Back once again, it's the Renegade Master, Beat Boot Badaba. Teleport away. Oh no, he did not teleport away. Turned out he was right behind me all along. I don't think I meant to be in there. Okay, where are our friends? No, do not get hit by that. Broken Ghost.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Broken Gross Warden. Where did he even die? Last Guardian standing, and we've got a lever. First attempt. Ah! It was the lower level guy that left? It was the lower level guy that left. Well, you're gonna leave now, right? There's only two of us, friend. Yeah, fuck it. That's it for the night. I'm not going through the faff of finding a third right now. Let's call it there. Okay, let me just get rid of this guy and then we can talk. Okay, chat, that was Destiny 2. Word to the wise, if you have enjoyed my content, I'd really appreciate the follow, but I will be streaming intermittently between now and the 17th, which is Monday. I usually stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But we have some friends visiting for the weekend, so I will stream. I'm just not sure when, I'm just not sure what, and I'm not sure for how long. Chances are Sunday earliest, and then Monday we'll stream a bunch because I got the day off then as well whilst chores are happening. So we might even finish Cyberpunk on Monday, which I'm kind of hyped about. But thank you for joining me. Thank you everybody for the raids. And we say the usual words because the usual words are massively important right now. I feel... TLB with the hydrate. TLB, thank you. Streaming is feeling real good. I am in a very low mental health period of my general existence right now, and coming online and streaming and sort of like being with DollyWhiskers before is just, it's work stressing me out basically, and coming back and knowing that I get to stream and knowing that I get to hang out with some very lovely people something I always look forward to. So chat, I'm glad you exist. I'm also super proud of you because you know what's real difficult? Existence, and you are continuing to do so. You don't need to watch my content. You don't need to lurk in chat at all times. All I want you to do is exist, because existence is rough. It is a political world we're living in these days. I don't want to read the newspaper because sooner or later there's gonna be something bad. But like Evil Seedlet said, it's so hard, but we're doing it, and you're doing it, and I'm super proud of you for that. I said at the beginning of the stream, but we will have had some late joiners. Please go out into the world between now and the next time you watch me. Please go out into the world and tell somebody you love that you're proud of them, because there are some people out there that don't hear that ever, and that is a massive, it's like an integral sort of edict of our entire community. I'm super proud of you for just existing. It's real rough sometimes. It's quite late, so I'm going to skip through the first half of Fucksgiving. Fucksgiving usually works in two ways. Usually sneaks in and boops everyone's snoots and runs got all your snoots, hee hee. Fox Fluffington, thank you very much for the first time chat. We're just doing wrap-up messages, so thank you very much for the first time chat. Usually at this point I would do Fucksgiving. Fucksgiving works in two ways. Usually it would be about a thing you give a fuck about, so if you've got 5 seconds to type in chat something that you give a fuck about, we'll do real quick. We won't hang around. The other half of Fucksgiving is telling something to fuck off because it's bad. In 2024, we are telling cancer to fuck off. If you would like to type in chat, fuck cancer, you will not be caught by the auto mod. You will not be penalized in any way. It is a vibe that we are putting out onto the internet in 2024. My partner and I, DollyWhiskers, lost somebody very important to us at the end of 2023. Evil Seedlet is like my beautiful assistant. Evil Seedlet is showing you exactly how to do it. My partner and I, DollyWhiskers, lost somebody very important to us at the end of 2023 to cancer, and it is a vibe that we're trying to put out into the world in 2024. Yeah, cancer's bad. Breaking news, just the Energizer Bunny is just arrested for assault and charged with battery. Jesus. That... I don't know how to respond to that joke, but I appreciate it. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Thank you very much for helping do weird shit on the internet. Who's live right now? Anybody we know? Rest well. No, you rest well. No, you. No, you. I'm going to take one of these rare occasions. I'm going to raid a big streamer that I don't... I'm going to raid a big streamer because there's not really an intention for me to hang around in that case. And I don't always do that. Well, I don't ever do that. Do I do that? No. Destiny 2. Let's find low. I don't want to raid somebody who's got like 100 people in their chat. I want to raid somebody that's... Let's find somebody who's got low numbers. I will rest well for both of you. Raid the freezer for dining nuggets and barbecue sauce. I like your energy. Fox Fluffington. I like your energy. I hope you hang around. There are so many people. PNG tuber. Any PNG tubers playing Destiny? Any PNG tubers playing Destiny with very few people? That's a group of people. We're gonna raid... Whose art style do we like more? Let me just click this real quick. You're not gonna get any sound. Okay, I think I found one. Samgularity. Let's raid them. Good channel. Samgularity, PNG tuber. And let's fuck them up. If you are subscribed, no, fuck it. Put your pitchforks down. If you're subscribed, drop a raid email on arrival. If you're unsubscribed, take a raid message from chat. And if you would like to do both, I do not judge you. I'm not your mother. Start raid. I love you all. like I said, I'll be back earliest Sunday probably, and just enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you at the end of the weekend. I'll probably be knackered because I'll have been socializing for multiple days. This will be much grayer and content with the company of my friends. I love you all. Goodbye.